Alright, what is up guys? So lately I've been noticing on my videos I'd be starting like something little on my car, you know, probably just cleaning something and become something bigger. I decide to like actually work on my car, and I'd be getting like so focused into the work I'd be forgetting to like record, you know. I'm gonna try to stop doing that. But anyways, so I started on the speakers of my car, right? Hold on, let me show you. Alright, so I already took out the speaker covers back here. I took out the third brake light because I wanted to clean it. I just wanted to like clean the windshield itself because I can't get to there obviously. And I took out the other speaker cover. I already took out the screws, right? So there's 4 screws holding down these speakers, or bolts, whatever you want to call them. There's 4 of these, 8mm. I folded down the trunk so I could, you know, get comfortable. I took off the little plastic clips that hold on for, I guess you use them for like baby seats or car seats. Alright, so these little plastic things for like the car seats, whatever, they just pop right off. And for the speaker covers, I just looked underneath the trunk, the deck lid. I just pushed them with my thumb, the clips, and they just popped right out. And for the, see what I mean, it's all dirty, so I wanted to clean that. For the third brake light, I saw the clips hanging down underneath inside the deck lid. I just pushed them with my finger and it came off, and I just unplugged it. Simple. So I have these speakers which came off of a car I used to have. There's some kickers. To be honest, I'm not sure on the exact wattage. I'm pretty sure they're 4 ohms, but a huge magnet on there. It's pretty deep. And so they're 6x9s, which will replace my stock speakers. You know, so why not replace them? If I could have better sound, why not? Eventually, I'm gonna go ahead and replace these speakers, but for now, you know, this is just something I'm just doing that's for free, whatever. Free upgrade. One thing I want to mention, if you guys don't have a Prelude, is Honda came out with the acoustic feedback system, and that system, I'm gonna have to bypass it to put these other speakers, because the speakers for the Honda system is set for like 2 ohm speakers. Some say you don't need to bypass it, some say you do. I'm just going to do it anyways, so it's out of the way. And yeah, so I mean, weight reduction, you know. Alright, so what I'm going to do right now, just so you guys can see for yourself, I'm going to set the fader, well, it's already set, the fader balance all the way to the rear of the car. And you guys are going to hear the stock speakers for what they are. And let me see, I already have a custom equalizer set up how I like it. But we're going to go ahead and get a sound test on that. Volume is set at 15.
I got a bitch from Cincinnati, Florida, even Cali. They always trying to pass me. I'm saucing out the taxi, pulling up to the city.
Alright, so here are the stock speakers. That rattling you heard is from the speakers not being screwed in. But whatever. So they're just paper cone. You know, let me show you. 2 ohms, 20 watts, weak. What this is a microphone. It gets the feedback. I guess it somehow sets off the speakers. I'm not sure how it works. But anyways, you got the positive, negative right there. And right there. Now what we're going to get rid of is this black box right here. That's part of the sound system for the acoustic feedback system. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to get the positive and negative for the left and rear for the speakers. And just separate them. So I just have straight power coming from the amp from the head unit, and it's going to be powered through there, which from what I researched should give a lot more clarity in the speakers. Go ahead and throw that away, weight reduction. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take these wires right here, take them off of this connection right here, so I have connections already made for me. So a problem I'm gonna have with these speakers is that these rings, these plastic rings that are glued on to the speaker, hold down the speaker woofer. So what I'm gonna have to try to do is get like I'm gonna have to try to go ahead and cut like half of this in half, just so, the reason why I'm doing that is so the speaker cover could fit right back on it, because with it on, it sits on top of it and it won't be able to snap back in. You see what I'm saying? And so I'm gonna have to go ahead and try to cut this in half without ruining it, and then glue it back on. Alright, so this is what I made. It's pretty thin, but I mean, this is what I'm gonna have to do to just make it work. Kind of broke in like one little area. I'm gonna go ahead and use hopefully it works, contact cement, and just glue it back down. Alright, so I made this bracket right here. Well, I just cut it, and this one just took me maybe like 2 minutes because there is no guesswork in it. I already did all the guesswork with the other bracket, and so I'm just going to go ahead and put the contact cement on it and just lay it down. Alright, so I got the speakers in there. I had to cut one of the holes a little bit bigger so all the screws would fit. Well, actually I only have 3 holding it. As for the wiring on the plug that connects to the the amplifier, this is the plug right here. I took out the whole wiring and everything. It was kind of a pain. It probably took me about 45 minutes to get through the wire harness. Then I had to take off some of the clips, open up the wire harness, pull it out and everything. But you don't have to do that, and that's super unnecessary. You could actually keep these stock plugs and just plug it up to the speakers, which I didn't. I chose not to do that because to me the plugs are just going to be hanging there. Right now you can see how I have my wires right there. Now the wires you're gonna cut for over here are gonna be the pink wire. If it'll focus. You're gonna cut the pink wire. You're gonna cut the yellow wire with the white stripe, and that's gonna be for your left speaker. Now the pink wire is gonna be your positive. The yellow wire is gonna be your negative. Like I said, they run over here. And for over here on the right side for the speaker, you're going to be cutting the brown wire with the white stripe, and then the red wire with the yellow stripe. Brown wire is going to be your ground, and red wire is going to be your positive. There's 2 other wires that are right here. I believe this is the negative for the amp, and this one is the positive for the amp. Like I said, I just wanted to get rid of these plugs so it looks pretty factory, it looks pretty OEM on the inside. I mean, no one's gonna be looking up there. I'm just weird like that. So I'm gonna tape these other wires up, and then yeah, I'm just gonna probably just tuck them inside the panel. My soldering iron wasn't working, and so I just twisted up these wires, put electrical tape on them. But you guys should be putting soldering them and taping them up, or you could shrink wrap them, or you could use connectors if you choose. Yeah, so that's how I did all that. Like I said, I took apart the whole wire harness and I pulled out the wires I'm not using, which is super unnecessary. I taped everything back up how it looks, how it should be. And so yeah. But alright, so that's it for the wiring. It's pretty simple. I just chose to make it more difficult because yeah. But like I said, you could use the factory connectors if you want to. You don't have to take them out like I did. It's just how you choose to do it. Alright, so this is going to be I have the same placement of the camera. If it seems a little different, that's because I have the zoom on the camera focusing on the speaker, and I'm going to be playing the same song at the same volume with the same equalizer and everything.
On the way, this year. I'm on the way, this on the way, this on the way this year. I'm on the way, this on the way, this on the way this year. I'm on the way, this on the way, this on the way this year. I got a bitch from Cincinnati, Florida, even Cali. They always trying to pass me. I'm on the way, this on the way, this on the way this year. I'm on the way, this on the way, this on the way this year. I'm on the way, this on the way, this on the way this year. I'm on the way, this on the way, this on the way this year. I got a bitch from Cincinnati, Florida, even Cali. They always trying to pass me. I'm saucing out the taxi, pulling up to the city.
The magnets actually hit these bars right here when the trunk goes down just a little bit, but I'm actually going to be getting rid of these bars pretty soon. That'll be another episode. And there it is back there, looking pretty stock. See, when I close it right here, they hit. Well, I mean, it's all good. Everything looks as it should be. I had to move my balancer up to the front, up 6, because the rears overpowered the fronts big time, and all I'm hearing is the rears. So right here I have it leveled out. But I don't know how it sounds on camera, but in person it sounds a whole lot better.